everyone. This is the SSW Post Show representing the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody!
Wow, what a sexy weekend. My goodness, I didn't work all weekend.
Indeed, and we'll get to all that, but let's start it with SSW. None of us were able to make it to the show. I was at the Cub game. Tony had to work, so we are doing the...
By the way.
What?
We're just 1 month away from episode number 100.
Yes, we are, and before we had that, we had to have 99, but none of us were there, so we're doing it here from Studio One, right?
Yes.
Show kicked off with Natural Fury. I believe Disgrace getting a win over Natural Fury. I could be wrong, but anyway, you got two tag teams. You got two tag teams that are trying to get up in the tag team division. Adam Grace and Dysfunction or Natural Fury. Natural Fury have been tag team champions before, but Disgrace able to get a victory.
Yes, Disgrace definitely get a victory. They're a good tag team, but they just need to get a little better. But now, yeah.
Oh, did we lose you, Smoody?
Oh, sorry.
No, there you are.
Dysfunction needs to wake up.
Uh-oh. We lost Smoody. We're gonna let's try to get him back. This is the first time his call's ever dropped on our show. Let's try this one more time. Mobile network not available. Well, this is interesting. So that happened. You know, you can't really, you don't really know what happens when you're doing the show. Hopefully we'll try to get Smoody back in a second. Lords of the Ring qualifier, GQ defeats Eric Priest in the 2017, so GQ will go on and advance. Match number 3 in the evening was the number 1 contender match for the Heritage title was Joey Avalon against Max Holiday. Hot fire! Going one-on-one against each other, and Joey Avalon gets a victory. He will get a match against Chris Logan, Shogun Chris Logan, coming up at the 100th episode, 100th show. Then, of course, you have the SSW Tag Team titles on the line. The East-West Express defeat Hardcore Impact. That match, the SSW Tag Team titles, and we're getting Tony back right now, I think. Smoody, are you back with us?
I don't know what's going on. My phone is acting funny for some reason.
Well, Tony, we're in the middle of the post. We're still in the middle of the post show, so buckle up. East-West Express get a win over Hardcore Impact. They are the new tag team champions, Smoody.
Yes, East-West Express. They get the tag team title. The Hardcore Impact. Very sad to get it, but I heard that Hardcore Craig has got a bad injury in his leg, so it looks like it could be Kurt's call for Hardcore Craig.
But they have a TLC match without the ladders coming up at the 100th episode, at the 100th show.
Yeah, I was heard from that David. He talked to Hardcore Craig. Hardcore said he's got something in the back of his leg. I don't know if he's going to get surgery or nothing, but he said he wants to get this done before the 100th episode, but it looks like if he takes any more pain to that leg, he will be done for his career. But that's what Hardcore Craig said.
SSW title on the line. Grin, Vic Capri, William Jacobs. William Jacobs gets the victory. He's not only your threat level wrestling champion, he is now your SSW champion. What? Congratulations to William Jacobs. And the guy has all the titles in the Midwest, it seems like.
Yeah, well, the problem is a foreign POW guy now gets what he deserves. Great things for William Jacobs, but did that little fat turd Marco Joe Cop interfere, or is he commissioner?
Yeah, he interfered and he helped him win. So we'll see where that goes. Of course, SSW, the 100th edition, will take place on Saturday, July 22nd. I'll be back at commentary, thanks to whoever filled in for me. And I heard that our broadcast tables is back to where it used to be, so I don't know. Should be fun.
Now you're doing that fat tub of large Scott Baby or whatever it is.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a time out. When we come back, we are going to head into the Extreme Rules wrap-up. We're catching you all up from a busy weekend, even though it's Wednesday. We'll be back. It's now time for the Extreme Rules wrap-up. Of course, Extreme Rules took place. Was it from Baltimore, Smoody?
Yes, Baltimore, Maryland.
Of course, in Extreme Rules, show started off with the kickoff show. Kalisto getting a win over Apollo Crews. Did Titus O'Neil? Did you see that match or no?
No, I did not see that match.
I don't know if Titus O'Neil got involved or not.
I believe he did. I was watching it this morning. He did get involved in it, but he did not. But it's just bad to drop Apollo Crews. You don't need Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil needs to leave WWE.
And he would be in action on Raw, and we'll get to that in the next segment. Good commentary, Tony. Your first match, Intercontinental title on the line. The Miz, if Dean Ambrose got disqualified first, Maurice tried to slap the Miz to get disqualified, and the referee didn't fall for it. But then Miz pushed Dean Ambrose into the ref, and the ref thought it was Dean Ambrose, and therefore disqualified him and gave him the title, correct?
I believe, yes, that's what it, well, technically, Miz won by pinfall.
Oh, yeah, never mind. They restarted, hit the grand, or what's his move called? Skull Crushing finale.
Skull Crushing finale, yes. But Dean Ambrose, Miz technically got a couple times trying to get this problem with chair event. And it was good for Miz to be 7-time Intercontinental champion, but I think Dean Ambrose deserves a rematch. Well, what happened on Raw Monday night, that was not pretty.
No, it was not. And then we have, and then you had Rich Swann and Sasha Banks defeat Noam Dar, Alicia Fox. Raw Women's title, Alexa Bliss defeats my girl Bayley. I heard there were boos for Bayley. Are people over her now?
They were. I think Bayley's just not qualified to be WWE Women's Champion. She's just not doing well because now with Sasha Banks with Swan, she's not really friends with anybody else anymore. But she got brutalized, but she's out for a while.
Raw Tag Team title, Sheamus and Cesaro defeat the Hardys. You called this one, Tony. We have new Tag Team Champions. They beat the Hardys at their own game.
Well, and this is deja vu. Don't forget, if my correction is right, they predicted on the ESPN thing, because I was on the WWE, on the ESPN WWE thing, and it said back in 2007 on April, when did they win the titles? April 7th?
They won them at WrestleMania. That'd be April 3rd. 2nd? 3rd?
April 2nd. April 2nd, yeah. And they beat John Cena and Shawn Michaels on 2007 to win the titles, and then they won that match. They lose the title on this 7 years ago. They lost the titles 10 years ago to Cade and Murdoch.
Wow. Rest in peace to Lance Cade, by the way.
Yeah.
Then we have the Cruiserweight title. Neville defeats Austin Aries in the submission match. I don't know what the point of the storyline was because he's had 3 shots and lost them all. What was the point of all this?
It's the point where Austin's now going to finally get out of the Cruiserweight division now and get up to where he belongs, is the heavyweight division. It's time for a change for Austin Aries. He's had enough Cruiserweight shots. Time to get the big boy up to the big boy division. Main
event, #1 contender for the Universal title. Was it an Extreme Rules match?
It was a no disqualification Extreme Rules match, and with Samoa Joe winning. We didn't pick that.
I said it on Friday's show. You weren't on. I said I think, and definitely a wild card would be Samoa Joe, because I think that would be the best matchup for Brock Lesnar, and he was able to get the victory.
Well, the problem is that we thought Roman Reigns was going to interfere, because remember, Seth Rollins got hurt. He hurt his knee again, so he hurt that same knee in, and then we thought Finn Balor, I thought he was going to win it, and then all of a sudden I see Joe choke out Balor, like submission Balor, like, yep, that's Joe.
Okay, that is Extreme Rules. The updated standings. Tony made a comeback. It's now 59-51. Great Balls of Fire coming up. Or no, Money in the Bank, June the 18th on Father's Day. So should be exciting there. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to recap Raw from Monday. That's next on the Ringside Report. All right, folks, welcome back here to this Wednesday, June the 7th edition of the Ringside Report. You saw we caught you up on the SSW post show. We caught you up on Extreme Rules. Of course, I was in Chicago, so we were unable to really get it done. And I was unable to watch the pay-per-view to have it ready on Monday's show. So we had it on Wednesday's show. On this date, Tony, you saw a couple of things. I forgot them, and I just wrote them down. But you saw those 2 things. 2005, something happened. But the draft took place. John Cena was drafted 1, Benoit was 2. And then 2009, CM Punk cashes in his Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that was the time CM Punk cashed the Money in the Bank. Both he successfully cashed in. So, yes, he did everything. Oh, by the way, it's June 23rd, it's a Friday night in Lowell, Massachusetts.
So it is Friday night. Okay, that's good. We were talking during the break about pay-per-views, and I wasn't sure if it was Friday or Saturday, so it's good. Good that it's a Friday. Okay, let's recap Raw from Monday. Roman Reigns comes out, Bray Wyatt does a promo, but it eventually turns into a match. Roman Reigns defeats Bray Wyatt. Elias Sampson comes out and sings a nice tune. Dean Ambrose wasn't having it. He attacks him. Then The Miz comes on the screen. And then Elias Sampson attacks Dean Ambrose and yada yada. Samoa Joe comes out and says he's not afraid of the Beast. And he's ready for the Beast and he wishes he was there. Paul Heyman comes out and pretty much says that, yes, Samoa Joe is scary, but Brock Lesnar is a beast. And then both guys drop the microphones, and then Samoa Joe takes Paul Heyman in the corner and tells him, you know what? I want you to tell Brock Lesnar how this feels. I'm going to choke you out. He chokes him out. Brock Lesnar will be in the house next Monday night on Raw. Tony, where's it at next Monday? Do you know?
I believe it is...
Well, we'll keep going. But anyway, Sheamus and Cesaro get a win over Heath Slater and Rhino. TJP gets a win over Mustafa Ali. He also got a match last night on Cruiserweight title match because Neville attacked him. I guess they're not friends anymore. That will be a match that took place last night on 205 Live. We'll have a recap of that on Friday. Kalisto defeats Titus O'Neil. We get the Miz celebration. Tony, what's going on? Is Maurice is upset with the Miz. He broke the clock.
Oh, First he thought Dean Ambrose was in there. That's why
he thought he was a bear first.
Yeah.
And then he thought he was the clock and the big thing. And then he ended up being the cameraman. And then he attacks Miz.
Oh, boy. They're going to lead it to SummerSlam where our Great Balls of Fire was going to be the end of it.
By the way, they announced, as you figured, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3 will be the night before on Saturday, August the 19th.
Yeah, that's going to be the busiest week in the Barclays Center.
And it's also the Kenosha County Fair, Smoody, which is even bigger than SummerSlam.
Yeah, NXT TakeOver, SummerSlam, Raw, and SmackDown in the same building.
Then we have Big Show and Enzo getting a win over Gallows and Anderson. Okay, so we get Enzo attacked 2 weeks. Now Cass gets attacked. Do you think Cass is just setting up Enzo and he really didn't get attacked?
I think Cass is finally going to get rid of Enzo. I think it's going to happen, but I think it could be Gallows and Anderson also as well, or Big Show.
How about Goldust in his promos? You liking the old school Goldust?
I like that, but he should go original. He should go back to where...
He should bring back Terry Reynolds.
Well, not only that, but bring back the clothes they used to wear, like the Sable outfit and the...
Tony, you don't know. He can't do that in PG these days. Them were some nasty stuff. Raw Women's title, Alexa Bliss retains over Nia Jax by DQ. Probably a rematch of the Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah, man.
And then Samoa Joe defeats Seth Rollins. That's what happened, right?
Yeah. Samoa Joe, he did the victory over Seth Rollins.
So that's Monday Night Raw, folks. Don't forget, of course, Friday we're going to recap SmackDown 205 Live, Ring of Honor, NXT. Folks, don't forget, a week from Friday, folks, our 500th episode. Don't forget to watch it till the end, as there's an announcement that will change the face of Ringside Report as we know it. Definitely, Tony, do you believe, can you even imagine when we started the show on December 2nd in Brandon's basement in 2014, or 13, whatever year, I think it was 13, that we'd be going to 500 episodes?
Yeah, I would never have thought that would be, but... Oh, yeah, by the way, Raw's in Lafayette, Louisiana at the Cajun Dome, and then...
Oh, yeah, they're in New Orleans.
SmackDown to the Smoothie King Arena.
Yeah, that'll be where WrestleMania, so it should be exciting. We'll have a
Also, I would say...
thoughts and prayers, Tony, go ahead.
Yeah, you do it, actually.
Thoughts and prayers go out to the people in... Orlando was a crazy shooting, but that was from a guy. Thoughts and prayers go out to the 5 people, or actually 4 people lives lost. The 5th one, who cares? It's the guy that killed him. And then, of course, in London, there was another shooting. Another terrorist attack by ISIS. Thoughts and prayers go out to them. Tony, you called me. You were upset. This is something that needs to stop.
Well, the Manchester thing, that's a bomb over Ariana Grande concert. She's glad.
And they were in London doing another concert to help heal the other people that got affected by the other bombing. It's ridiculous.
It's very helpful for all the celebrities came in there. But the London thing, running over people is one thing, but doing this United States is starting to get really sick around here because you're doing a lot of shooting. Even look at Chicago. I'm sorry to be nice to them, but Chicago is the greatest city ever to see. It's nice to see everything. But the shootings, the last 2 years, the shootings have gone ridiculous. Now it's up to 1,000 shootings again this year. And we're not even halfway through 2017 yet. It's ridiculous.
I know. Once the weather gets hotter, it's even worse. But folks, everyone, thoughts and prayers go out to all of you. We'll be back on Friday. Anthony, are you going to join me, or are you on another vacation?
No, I'll be there, and go Cubs. Keep on trucking, boys.
Keep on trucking. For Anthony Switty, I'm Ryan Young. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.